It seems like a fresh air among single DDs this year, and Letshuoer DX1 is one of them. How good is it, you ask? Let's find out. First of all, special thanks to Letshuoer for providing me the unit, and all the opinions are mine. I will keep the link in the description, so do check out. So let's start with package build and design. Letshuoer DX1 comes with a good unboxing experience. IEM, a 2-pin cable, a nice case and 9 pair of ear tips. The IEMs are stainless steel built with a silver and gold finish. It is quite a unique design in current scenario. In fact, I liked it very much. It might give some fit issue here and there to some people out there. However, for most of the people, I think it will fit nicely. It is more like that tin hi-fi T-series design that we used to get. The IEMs feel like tank built. However, they are not heavy to be very uncomfortable, though the build is very nice. The faceplate has these ridges and DX1 marking, an excellent design choice in my opinion. The cable supplied is a 2-pin copper cable, a bit thin and not as premium for a $159 price tag. However, it behaves really well. It doesn't coil, it has no microphonics and performs well with this IEM. Letshuoer DX1 are very comfortable IEM for the build they provide. At first I thought they will be heavy, however they do not feel heavy or fatiguing. You can wear them for very long hours. They have excellent noise isolation as well. The ear tips supplied again are very good. You get around 9 pairs and you can use them with DX1, they go really well. Though the ear tip that went the best with DX1 was Divinus Velvet Whiteboard. They are match made in heaven. These are the specifications of Letshuoer DX1. It's a 11mm magnesium coated signal dynamic driver IEM with an impedance of 30 and a sensitivity of 108. You would not require any special DAC to drive these IEM. A decent DAC would do the job. However, please use the DAC because this driver has a very good scalability. Now let's see how does it sound, because that is the exciting part of this IEM. They are very uniquely tuned. Let's find out. Letshuoer DX1 is literally mini Mystic 8 in terms of tuning. It gives you the same mid-focus neutral tuning as that of Mystic 8. Let's break it down in detail, starting with the bass. Bass on Letshuoer DX1 is tactile and fast. However, it's not a very full-bodied bass. In fact, it's a very leaner presentation. If you like bass or you are someone who need a little bit of bass in your IEMs, it is definitely not going to impress you. It focuses dead on neutrality. Despite what the graph suggests, it has a very good mid-bass presence. It gives you a good punch while listening those thumps and drums part of the song. I would specially recommend this IEM to someone who likes to listen to classical music or in fact classic rock as well sounds very good on this one. However, if you're into blues, it is awesome. The only nitpick for me in some cases was the texture on the bass was not as good as I wanted. I was listening to Paper Trail Dark Side and DX1 gave an outstanding performance handling the song. While absolutely there was lack in body in the bass, however it gave each note as clear as it can be. However, I reiterate again, not for someone who likes bass, because the place where this shines is the mids. It has phenomenal mids. Absolute banger for the price it comes with. It is flat and natural timbre, having a good layering and separation. The mid sound open and vocal sounds very good as well. However, it surely can use a little bit of weight note in the mids to make it sound more natural and more lush. In the Wilhelm Scream by James Blake, the sense of space, instrument, vocals, everything is very controlled and handled judicially by Letshuoer DX1. Treble on DX1 has a very good extension and sparkle. While it is not harsh or fatiguing and it portrayed an excellent resolution and detail retrieval as well, I found it to be slightly sharp in some part of the song here and there. It had a very good brilliance in it and carries an excellent energy for genres like rock and classic pop. I was listening to Money for Nothing and it portrayed an excellent balance of frequencies in that song. It carried a fair bit of resolution as well. The only place where it lagged was the leaner bass presentation. For technical performance, I would say it performed really well again with a very good detail retrieval. However, texture, especially in the lower frequencies, can be a little bit better. The sound staging and imaging is very precise. While the sound staging is not very wide, it is open enough to enjoy any genre whatsoever. It showcases excellent dynamic range and atmosphere as well. Overall, I would say in technical performance, it was a strong IEM. I would not say it's the best one, however, it portrayed very strong qualities. Let's compare this with Kotori Audio Zephyr and Tangent Origin for the neutrality, and at the same time, let's put up Ziggart Lush and Kivier's Ether just for the comparison to see in the price range what else you can get. For being a neutral IEM, there are not many competitors as per se tonality, but the best one that comes in this price range are Kotori Zephyr and the Tangent Origin. If I have to talk about bass, I would say Kotori and Tangent both performed better than DX1. And if I have to choose one, I would say Kotori has better bass out of the three. In terms of mids, DX1 is just perfect. It is natural, flat and clean. However, for musicality, I would say Tangent Origin has a slight lead out of the three. In the Kotori Zephyr, I did not like the vocal placement here and there. You can check out in my review. In Treble, again, I would say all three portrayed very strong performance. It is difficult to choose one. However, I felt Tangent Origin was slight ahead in terms of musicality. So out of the three, I would say you want something neutral and very mid-range focused, Letshuoer DX1 is a perfect IEM. If you like vocals, you want musicality, Tangent Origin DX1 should be the one you should go for. However, if you are not a fan of neutrality and the budget is similar, I would say there are two IEMs that you should look for. One is Ziggart Lush and Kivier's Ether. You want a big planar and you want to experience that planar speed and technicalities. Kivier's Ether can be a choice. However, out of the two, I would say Ziggart Lush is a better IEM with a better tonality balance overall. So in summary, you listen to classical music, you like blues, lots of vocals, and you want something neutral and flat, Letshuoer DX1. You want to listen to vocals and want a musicality still with a neutral signature, Tangent Origin. And the third, you want a warm and lush and smooth sound, that meta style sound, Ziggart Lush is the perfect one in this price range. In conclusion, I really appreciate Letshuoer for providing this referencey and neutral signature stance in their IEMs with Mystic 8 and DX1. And I would say DX1 pulled it off nicely with its mid-range focus signature. While there are definitely some scope of improvement, especially a bit in the bass region and a little bit in the treble, overall I would say it was a fantastic take. I would give this IEM a solid 3 stars, and I would say Letshuoer DX1 is definitely worth a try if you want to explore neutrality. It is going to be in my collection for sure. Well, this was it for Letshuoer DX1. Do let me know your thoughts in comments, and I'll see you in the next one.